This is Tanya Bridge Malone back with another YouTube video. So, trying to think of what I want to talk about on this episode. uh, as y'all well know, I went to my psychiatrist today. I went to my counselor today. And when I seen a new psychiatrist today because the other one left to go to Comprehend, which is actually here in town. And they told me, they said, well, if you want to go with her to Comprehend, you can. And I was like, nah. And this lady here is really nice. She is a teacher. She's a teacher, and I don't know if it's at a school or what. She didn't really go into a lot of detail. But she said she's wanting me next Tuesday to appear and talk about what it's like to go through mania, so she can educate people, because she said not very many people that go through mania actually remember going through mania. They don't remember what happened. And I said, well, yeah, I remember everything that happened. And a lot of that stuff is being transparent. So, I'm all about helping educate people when it comes to mental illness. So when she asked me to do that, I was like, yeah, I'm honored to do that. I said, I'm transparent. I talk about my stuff on YouTube and everything. I said, I got a YouTube platform. I talk to my people about what I go through. And I've told you all about my manic episode, when I went psychosis a couple years ago. And so she wants me to get in front of students and tell them exactly what happened, so I'm going to do it. So I thought that was a good opportunity to actually educate people who don't know what it's like to go through mania. Because she told me, she said it's very rare that you find somebody who takes medication and the medication works for them, and she said, and actually helps them. She said it's very rare that you find somebody who finds a medication that actually helps them with bipolar type 1. And she said because a lot of people have trouble with gaining weight and stuff like that. She said, and also she told me that that it's that a lot of times when people go through mania, they don't remember the episodes. They don't remember nothing after, and I did remember. So I was really honored and obliged to be able to do that. But she said she's got to get with the people and make sure that I'm allowed to come do that and stuff like that. So I thought that was cool. I thought, yeah, that's gotta learn how to be in front of people, So anyway, yeah. And I hope that you all have had a great day today. My day ain't been too bad. I had to go get me some gas. Like I said, I had 2 appointments. My counselor was first, and I had an appointment with my psychiatrist. And my other psychiatrist, she left to go to Comprehend, and I thought, well, okay, but I wasn't gonna leave to go to Comprehend because I like Primary Plus. So anyway, I appreciate y'all for listening, for watching my videos. I didn't post any freestyles today, but I did post a couple dance videos. I'm kind of diverse. I kind of try to keep stuff diverse. I am on here, and I do believe I want to talk about purpose partners. I'm really on this. I'm not on this scheme, but I'm on the holy team, which is the team of the Lord. And a lot of things, and I told my counselor today, I told her, I said, I have a YouTube platform, and I tell people about staying out of toxic relationships. I said, I do dance videos, I do freestyle videos, I've written some songs, I've written some stuff to beats and stuff. I said, and that's what I do to keep my mind occupied. I said, I also watch the Dear Future Wifey podcast. And I said, I believe in purpose partners, and do I believe there's just one person for everybody? I don't really say that, because I think God can bring many people up, you know what I mean? And do I think there's just one particular one? There could be one particular one, but I think there could be more than one person for somebody, you know what I mean? And I think that, and really God's bringing people up in their healing stage, you know what I mean? Maybe the reason you ain't met your purpose partner is because you ain't really, you know what I mean? You're not, the person that he's bringing up for you is not ready yet, you know what I mean? And I think it's a little, Ben's, we're all flawed. We all have things that we're dealing with in our life, I kind of think that maybe, be open to if somebody's not completely healed. There may be a few things, because if you think you're going to meet somebody and you're not going to have something you have to work on. But there's a difference between that and somebody who wants to communicate and somebody who just wants to be toxic. You know what I mean? So I think really it is really when we're in our single season is when we need to try to figure out what things we need to work on, figure out what our triggers are, what we've been through, and I do have makeup on, y'all. Yes, I do. I have makeup on. I figured I'd put some makeup on, you know what I mean? But I don't really need makeup, but I don't wear makeup that often. But yeah, anyway. So, anyway, I'm just coming to y'all, letting y'all know that my platform's here for y'all. If y'all need prayers, just leave it down in the comment section below. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I got 404 subscribers now. I appreciate it, y'all. Y'all, we going up. And just in the last couple of days, I've got like 10 or 11 new subscribers. Thank y'all. Welcome to the team. Welcome, man. All people here, we all positive energy over here. And I appreciate all my viewers. Appreciate all my new subscribers. Thank you all. And if you like my content, like, comment, share, subscribe, and put a thumbs up in the video, and always share the video. But anyway, yeah, I really don't know what all I want to discuss. I want to discuss some about purpose partners. I want to let you all know that sometimes we don't want to live in the past, but we want to reflect on the past. We want to reflect on things to see what we can do better in. I would suggest y'all keep a journal every day and write down everything that you deal with in the day's time. You know what I mean? Write down what you deal with. See what progress you make. If you have goals, write them down. I think that's something I got to start implementing. So if I'm speaking to y'all about it, I'm speaking to myself. And so that's just something I've been thinking of. And I know one of my viewers said she started watching the Dear Future Wifey podcast, and it's really an awesome podcast. They got a new one out today, so girl, you might want to hit it up. And it's a good one too. It really is. It's a good one. It's a real good one. And it makes you think, man, purpose partners, man. Like, God just don't have anybody lined up for you, man. He's got a purpose partner for you. Somebody that will help you on your journey. Somebody who can communicate. And that's not meaning that people won't go through things. Things in life happen. Deaths in your family happen. Things happen in people's lives that we have to go through. And it's nice to have a partner beside us to help us through those times. And so that's pretty much all I've got to say right now. And I'm just going to leave it at that. If there's anybody out there that has not been saved, I want to take this time to ask if you would ask Christ into your life, and if you're truly sorry of your sins, and you believe that Jesus died on the cross and that he arose from the dead 3 days later, you're saved. So until next time, peace, love, and y'all be blessed.